I don't know, man. I'm running out of reasons, man. I just obviously just trying to stay ready. I mean, obviously it gets hard sometimes. Just think that you feel like you could do better, and you're not playing and all. But I also have an ultimate confidence in myself, and I know that eventually things gonna go my way. And I also feel like I have a great team too that keeps me working hard, and even when I'm not playing or things are not going well, they're still telling me to come and play hard every day, and that helps me a lot. Especially guys like Tad. Shout out to Tad because he helped me a lot during those times. So.
I mean, you've been through so much in your career. Are you much better now at managing, not letting the situation affect your habits, your production, your work, anything like that?
I mean, for my work, yeah, for sure. I think I'm doing a really good job just to stay focused and keep working hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still frustrated a lot when I don't play and all, but I also know that there's always something that I could learn from it, and trying to come back and be better than I was. So.
How heartening was it to see not just yourself, but a few guys, pretty much everybody who came off the bench produced in a really positive way? That's obviously been a struggle so far. How good did it make the second unit feel?
I mean, I think it feels good, especially early in the season like that. I think we could definitely learn from it and get better. Obviously, it's pretty early in the season, but I think every day we're finding players that coming off the bench and trying to contribute, and that's the best thing about the league is that it's a long season and we get a lot of time to get better.
The group seemed really happy for Malachi
Yeah.
the fourth quarter. You've been with him this whole run.
Yeah.
I mean, what does it mean?
Malachi been grinding. He's been grinding a lot. It's amazing to see him get the opportunity. It's not like we didn't know that he wasn't able to, but for him to actually get minutes and actually produce, and you could see that for 4 years he wasn't just there. He was learning and he was getting better. And now that he's on the floor, I think it's amazing to see him the decision that he's making, but also how good he's getting on the fly.
Coach talked about before the game how you stayed later in shoot around to get some extra running or whatever. What goes into that decision for you on a game day?
I just wanted to play basketball at this point. It's all good to get shots up and all, but it doesn't really get you live action. So I just I've been playing pickup with the guys that are out the rotation, and it helps me get better, and also just staying fresh for games like this where you get your name called and you want to perform.
I think for me it's just like again, I think everything is new. Like I said, I've been saying it. I'm just trying to, again, for me, like just trying to figure it out, understand everyone's tendencies and the coaching staff and everyone, some of the things that we want to do as a team, and for me, like it's just playing the right way. But at the same time, like it's like like I know who I am as a player. Like I know the things that I do well, and like I always say, like I just gotta go out there and play my game, be me. And I think for me, like me being me, like in any team is like like it's gonna be a problem, and so I just gotta continue to do that, continue to learn, find the way in the offense and with my teammates, and just continue to be myself.
Darko said before the game that in the last few days he's been preaching to be more aggressive, and that he could see how much you were trying to fit into the offense, and maybe you needed a reminder to like be a scorer. Was that playing at all in your head? Or,
Yeah.
You got the post, a bunch tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I think for me, like I said again, like it feels like a long time. I feel like we've been playing like a lot of games back to back, and it feels like a lot, and I think that it's just like a reminder that like again, like this is a long season. I just gotta continue to be patient. And we had a conversation with Darko, and in the matter of like, are you less aggressive or you're not aggressive enough? Like, and at the end of the day, like I said, for me, I always trust who I am as a player. My instincts are good. I always play the game the right way. But at the same time, like it's like, like for me to get to where I am today, like there's a lot of things that happen, and it's just always that reminder that like 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 this is who you are. And for me, like I feel like it's like it's a journey. It's always been a journey for me. Things have never been easy for me, and I've always like things that I feel like for me makes me like separate me from a lot of other people. It's like, you know, like I'm resilient. Like, you know, like that's one thing that I know about myself. And when things that, you know, like when things are muddy and you know, cloudy, like that's like I like that. You know, that's where I thrive and as a person, just because I know that like I'm never gonna give up, and it's always gonna be, you know, like a process, and I'm gonna continue to get better.
You got some great production from your bench. I think Boucher just kind of exposed out of nowhere. Mavaricks really looked more comfortable.
Yep.
Reflect on, you've been in various roles.
Yeah.
But maybe reflect on how important it is for you guys to be able to have those hybrid lineups kind of.
Yeah, no, it's important. I think it's a good thing that you said that. Like, I've been in every situation. And I think that's something I always try to remind everyone, you know, like, just as even as a leader, it's like I've been in everyone's shoes. Like, I know what it is like to, you know, like, when the best players out there shooting, I go and get a rebound or put myself in a position where I can help. And I see those guys, like, every single day. They work hard. Like, Malachi is really focused. Chris, you know, there's games that he doesn't play, games that he's always ready. Like, I've seen him, like, in the past, like, when things like that happen, like you can see it is down or whatever, but like I haven't seen it this year. You know, just like his focus is high, like it's just high level. He's being a professional. The days that he's not playing, like his energy is not changing. Like every time in practice, and those things, like, you know, like it shows up on the game. You know, for him just to come in like that, play with so much energy, Malachi, big threes, just continue to stay confident. I think for him, like it's hard. You know, like. You go out there, sometimes it feels like, you know, things are not going your way, and it could get like discouraging, you know. But I love Malachi, you know, attitude every single day. You know, Otto coming in, like big minutes for him, like just coming back into the game. So yeah, like all those guys like just played with so much energy, and we're gonna need them for sure.
Obviously, your offense was really obvious and you had a great bounce back game today. But defensively, what are you seeing, just in general, more so like in adjusting to Coach Darko's defense?
Yeah, no, I think like I feel like I trust my abilities as a defender, like and I think sometimes it's like it could go underrated because it's like, okay, like if you're not getting steals or you're not getting blocks, it's like you're not considered a good defender, right? Like so, but I think for me, like I trust my instincts on defense, like, you know, my feet, like you know, we have wings that can defend anyone, you know, in the league. Like obviously OG did a terrific job tonight on Luka, you know, trying to, you know, contain him. Obviously, you know how special he is, but yeah, like I think it's just gonna be like a team effort for all of us to just focus on it, lock in on it, and like I said, we have the potential, we have the people to do it, so just gotta kind of continue to do that.
Pascal was close, and certainly in those first three quarters, well, all game, as good as he's been all year.
Yes, sir. He's been putting a lot of work in. I'm seeing him every single day, the way how he practices, how he prepares himself. He did a really, really good job. He gave us really amazing spark in the first half and just continued down the stretch, making the right plays. He was all over. He was rebounding. He was making assists. He was scoring. You know, he did a great job.
It seemed like even when he was taking mid-rangers, he was doing so quickly, like he was making the move quickly. How important is that?
Correct. Like we talked about, like there is nothing wrong with the mid-range shot. If the shot comes in the rhythm, if the shot comes in, you know, in quick decisions, it's not over dribbling, it's not step backs when everybody else is watching. And I think he's really making huge strides there. Nobody wants to take away his mid-range game. He has a good mid-range game. It's just like recognizing when and how to take those shots. And that's educational piece that goes not for him, for our whole team. You know, I thought that maybe tonight we took a couple of shots that we could actually find a strong side corner. There was one in front of our bench that Scotty was wide open there. It's coming. It's coming. It's a work in progress.
OG again tonight played Luka pretty much as well as anybody who played Luka, and he also made, I think, 3 threes and had 23 points. How important is what you're getting from both ends of the court from him?
I mean, you just look at every aspect of the game. His cuts are improving. His offensive rebounding. His drives with force to the rim. His playmaking. He's developing all over. And defensively, like, you know, you're not going to stop Luka Doncic at 15 points. That's not happening, you know. But how hard you're going to make on him. And, you know, you got to work really hard for pretty much 3 quarters. So actually, it can give you some benefits there down the stretch in the 4th quarter. And I thought he did really good job on him, but our whole team, guys that ended up switching on him, did a really good job. I thought that we could do a better job in certain situations, protecting the paint a little bit better and coming with help from a weak side and rotating. But that's going to be on a film when we watch it in Boston.
I know there's been a lot of expectations on Scotty taking a next step, but to see OG also taking another step, how much is that kind of expected from what you've been seeing in the offseason, and how much is it actually coming as a bit of a surprise, offensively especially?
For me, it's not surprise. First time I met OG and in Atlanta, like 7 days after I got hired, I went there. We spent some time, and he was telling me, Coach, I'm ready to make this next step. I want to work on this, and he's very deliberate about the work. He's not just like being out there and taking spot up shots. He's actually working on his game, on drives and finishes, and when you put the work in, then confidence grows. Of your teammates, of your coaches, and everybody else. And, there are high expectations on this team for everybody, for Scotty, for Pascal, for Dennis, for pretty much everybody that touched the floor. I thought that Chris Boucher was outstanding tonight as well. Chris Boucher that we want to see every single night with energy and crashing boards and just being like, free and playing, with that kind of force. I thought that he did a great job. Gary Trent coming off the bench, giving us like a great spark over there. I loved every single shot that he took. I want him to be aggressive. I want him to chase shots and to believe in his shots. He's a huge piece of our team.
With Boucher, I suppose you can live with the 5 fouls as long as he's playing with that kind of speed and energy.
I can live with his 5 fouls. It was tonight. Next time, it's not going to be 5 fouls. I don't think that energy necessarily is going to come every time. As outcome is going to be fouling. Tonight, that was the case. I don't think it's going to be an issue going forward.
But I guess he made a 3. The first time he touched the ball, he took a 3 and made it. He doesn't lack confidence.
I give him a little credit. Like this morning after shoot around, he stayed after. He was not. He did not have to do it, but he took participation in playing 5-on-5 with the guys that are out of the rotation. He's putting the work in, and when you put the work in, and when you get that rhythm of playing, even in the play groups, you're gonna feel much more comfortable in games at night. So kudos to him and staying ready.
Dreaming that you might go 2-0 in challenges in one game?
We have a chain that we give to the champion of the day. We were so close to give it to our assistant coach, Vinny Bavnani, who challenged those tonight for us and really made it timely decisions for us.
Who got it, Pascal?
Say it again?
Pascal got it instead?
No. Not tonight. Tonight, the chain went to OG. His contribution on both sides of the floor.
Where do you, sorry, Coach, what does it say about Malachi that he can kind of go mano-a-mano against Kyrie Irving and not back down against him?
It's mentality, It's something that we're preaching from day one. He needs to put the smile on his face and go out there and really compete and enjoy the moment, There was an amazing article that came out a couple of weeks ago about Tom Brady, and when he spoke, what changed his career. He was in college. He was 3rd quarterback, and he complained to coach. He says, "How I'm gonna get better? I'm only getting 2 reps at practice." He says, "Make sure that those 2 reps matter." And I shared that article with Malachi. Like, don't think about like, am I playing 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes? Make sure that everything counts when you go out there. Go play defense, play the right way, set up your teammates, and then when you play in that rhythm without like pressuring that you have to make shots, then shots come and they fall down.